I won't say that money is the bottom line measure of success always. I mean, obviously, everyone wants to make good movies, whether they're financially successful or not. But there isn't a producer in the world who isn't hoping that his films are at least marginally profitable. So when you look at the marketplace, you can release a small character-driven independent film, or even a small character-driven studio film, into this vast marketplace with a very diverse audience, people of all ages, all ethnicities, races, and religions. And it's a kind of a miracle when a small film does catch on and finds a large audience. But it's all relative, because a large audience for an independent film is often really a relatively small audience for a big Hollywood production. A good case in point is Analyze This film. My most recent film passed Shakespeare in Love pretty quickly, actually. And Shakespeare in Love had been out there for months and months and had already won the Academy Award for Best Picture. But we had no trouble, sailing kind of right past that movie. And of course, it doesn't mean it's a better movie, because more people will see it. So there is a market, as long as the costs are kept in control for smaller films or independent films. There's always the potential for profit, and sometimes much greater potential for profit. You make a movie that costs $5 million, and if you can gross 40, you're doing great. You make a movie for 40 and gross 40, and you look like a fool, So, it's when you look back on your own career, however, and certainly when history looks back, it won't just be, your success won't be measured by how many people went to see these movies. I mean, the movies that really endure for us are the ones that make unique and interesting statements about life, or show us incredibly, interesting performances by great actors, or show us great screenwriting, and hopefully the combination of all three. I was in an Italian restaurant in New York recently, and Analyze This was still in the theaters and pretty popular, and a guy who could have been right out of any of the New York mafia families came up to me, got me around the neck. He said, "Harold, I saw Analyze This 5 times." He says, great movie, great movie." He said, "Shakespeare in Love sucked." So, that he might be more typical of the general audience, than not. But it's not everyone is a critic, unfortunately, but they're not all good critics.